Hey guys, this is the Lehrbehr here with a AVR draft for the MTGO. Just a little bit about myself. I have been playing Magic for a while now. I'd say about like 6 or 7 years, which I guess isn't that much in the long scheme of things. I took a break from Magic for a while because I recently moved. It's been hard to like sort of settle down, I guess. But you know, I heard about the channel and basically decided I wanted to make a video for my friend. So right now we're looking at a pack that is, I'll make this larger for you guys, is pretty much crap. The rare is the best card in the pack, but then after that it's like Scrapskin Drake and Undead Executioner. So like we're really not passing a very strong signal to our left, so we got to keep that in mind in the next couple packs. So in the next pack we have Wandering Wolf. Is decent. Fervent Cathar, Corpse Traders. Personally, of these cards, I think I like Fervent Cathar the best. Corpse Traders is a Hell Giant with a relevant ability. And I guess we could go that route with the Undying Hound of Grizzlebrand. But I don't like black that much. I don't want to jump into it just because for Corpse Traders. And Fervent Cathar is strong enough where I feel like I don't need to jump into another color, even if it may have some synergy with the card that we picked. Okay, so here we go. We got a pick. Gold Knight Redeemer is slow. It's 6 mana, but it does gain you 2 life for every other creature you control, which is very, very solid in such an aggro format. Like there is also Wandering Wolf, which is a very solid 2 toughness guy, but I like the color combination white-red in this format. Also of note is Moorland Inquisitor, but I think we can get these late enough where I'm perfectly fine leaving these guys at home. So I'm going to take the Gold Knight Redeemer, and I feel like that's a strong enough reason to move into white. Okay, here the strongest card is Bone Splinters. We also have Peel from Reality, Angelic Armaments, Angel's Tomb, I suppose. Call to Serve is very nice as well. I don't want to jump into black, just for, I mean, we could get the Bone Splinters. It is the strongest card in this pack. And with the Undying guy, we could go that, like, sack out. We could go that sack route, which might be fine. I think it is the strongest card in the pack by a long ways. So I'm actually going to take the Bone Splinters here and see where we go. Alright, so we have a Drivers of the Dead. We also have a Righteous Blow. I don't like Driver that much. I mean, like, if you have a Blood Artist or 2 or something, like, if you can work with it. But I don't think it's a reason to really stick with the Bone Splinters, even though it does have nice synergy. I think Righteous Blow is a fine enough card. It's removal. Also, we have the Scrapskin Drake, so we haven't really seen a lot of very strong signals in very many colors. So passing 2 Drakes is maybe reason enough for the person to our left to go blue, is what I'm thinking. But we're going to take the Righteous Blow here, and hopefully we can take advantage of this white-red plan. Alright, here the strongest card in the pack, sad to say, is the Moorland Inquisitor, but that works out well for us. Maybe we can go white-red humans in this format, which would be very nice. So we're going to take this card, and yeah, there's nothing much else in this pack otherwise. Alright, so here we have an interesting pick, I think. The 2 strongest cards in this pack, you have like Ghostly Flicker and stuff, which is nice in like very niche decks. But you have Zealous Strike and Heirs of Stormkirk. I like Heirs better than Zealous Strike. If this were later and we were looking for like more tricks or something, I would take the Zealous Strike because I do feel like these are on the same power level. But early on, I like to fill out creatures as much as possible so that way I can take these kinds of spells and stuff later on. So I'm going to take the airs here. Intimidate is nice and make it grow is nice. Okay, wow. Wild Defiance. The card may be worth a ticket. Or something like that because it's played in that poison deck. It would be interesting to try to abuse, but I think we can take the Voices of Provinces here. We're probably not going to play it, but you never know. 2 6-mana Angels. Should be interesting. So here there's nothing much. We could take Demolish or Midvast Protector. I'm just going to take the Midvast Protector because it's a sideboard card. Here we'll just take the Dangerous Wager. Not going to be playing it. Here we may actually play the Devil. You never know. It's sort of playable, although really slow. Here we'll take the Call to Serve. I actually think that's a pretty solid. Have our guys jump over. Throwing it on the Hound would be very nice. So that's that. We'll take the Shield here. Not that it really matters. I don't think anybody's going to be playing either of those cards. And then here, we can only take the Mountain. So, after pack 1, we are looking to be white-red aggressive. Human-y style deck if possible, and we open a Sigarda. Okay, we can splash it. There's also a Seraph of the Dawn. We could splash Sigarda. That may just be an option for us. I think she's strong enough and more powerful than Seraph of the Dawn that I am perfectly fine trying to splash her. 5 mana 5/5 flying hexproof is very, very nice. I mean, even though there's some solid cards in here for us, I think it's reason enough to really take the card. And I mean, it's definitely greedy, but I think it's fine. And here we have absolutely nothing. We could take the Abundant Growth and try to like jump into green or something like that. I don't really see us playing Cloud Shift, honestly. We could abuse it with the Gold Knight Redeemer, actually, and we have a Fervent Catholic, so maybe we will take the Cloud Shift there, and maybe take advantage of it. Okay, so here we have, so there's cards for us are Falconwrath Exterminator, Tormentor's Trident. I think we're gonna take the Falconwrath Exterminator. We do have Call to Serve, and you know, maybe we can get some more ways to clear the way for it. And it does just like if it goes online, where they just don't have a blocker for it on turn 2, it can just get very stupid very fast. So I think we're gonna take the Exterminator here. There is some nice green in here that we could try to like move in for, but it is kind of late. Alright, so here we have some interesting options. We have, right now we only have 2 humans. I'm going to hide the Scalding Devils because honestly I wouldn't want to play it. We have Riot Ringleader. There is Riot Ringleader, also Mad Prophet, also Holy Justicar. I like Riot Ringleader the best. It can get very stupid. We have 2 4-drops already and not enough 3-drops, so I'm going to fill out our curve a little bit here and take the Riot Ringleader. Alright, here I think, so there's a couple picks for us. So we have Thrombin Elite or Moonlight Geist. I think right now I want to try to take advantage of the human factor with Riot Ringleader, maybe see if we can get some other stuff with it. I think that they're relatively similar. I'm not a crazy fan of Moonlight Geist. Actually, we only have 3 humans right now, so Riot Ringleader is a 3/2 attacker. I'm actually going to take the Moonlight Geist. It's a stronger card and a bubble is basically my my idea there, because like we're not sure if we're gonna go humans. There's no real reason for us to right now. And just the 2/1 flyers are stronger in a bubble over the 2/1 vigilance guy for 2. So we're gonna take Mad Prophet here. It's a human, and it's just the strongest card in the pack. Here we do already have a lot of 4-drops. So, and we're leaning towards predominantly heavy red, it seems. So we might not even be able to splash Sigarda. But we're not going to play any of these other cards, and Stormkirk just seems like the best card. Okay, so here we have a pick. We can play Thatcher Revolt, which works well with Riot Ringleader, or we can go with Vigilante Justice. I mean, basically both of these cards work well with one another, but we can't take both of them, sadly. If we can get some of the strikers and stuff, Thatcher Revolt does work better. And right now we're only working on 1, 2, 3, 4 humans, so I think Thatcher Revolt is the stronger pick right now. And we get Fervent Cather and Thrombin Elite pack. Fervent Cather is going to be the pick, but I think this is late. I mean, maybe not for the Valiant, but definitely for the Cather. Here we'll take Demolish for the sideboard. We'll take a second call to serve. It's not impossible that we won't play it. We'll take the Sheltering Word there. I don't want another call to serve. And Commander's Authority is unplayable. Call to serve, on the other hand, is... I mean, Sheltering Word, on the other hand, can be quite annoying. So, we'd really like some more removal, because we have, like, almost none right now. We have 12 creatures. We're probably not going to be able to play Sigarda, because we're mainly red. And you need double white right of the room. We'll take it, just cause it's a rare. Midnight Duelist, will not be playing it, hopefully. And the Swamp. Alright, so after pack 2, we got some nice, we got a couple late gifts we got a late Fervent Cathar, which I enjoyed. We would like our deck to be a little bit stronger. Here we have, I'm not really happy with where we stand right now in terms of our power level. Like, I'd like some more removal and some more solid creatures. So looking at this pack, we open up Crater Hoof Behemoth, some nice green like Trusted Force Mage, Gloom Widow, Borderland Ranger, which is unfortunate for us. But I think here we'll just take the Gold Knight Commander. It's the strongest card in the pack, and it works well with the whole human idea. So we're going to go with that. Okay, so here we could take a Mad Prophet, we could take Zealous Strike, but I think we're actually going to take the land. I think we can abuse this if we get more weenies and stuff. Like, it's a very nice pump. I'm actually pretty happy with this pick. We have 17 playables right now, so we definitely need a little bit more, but I don't really want to grab another Mad Prophet, and I feel like the power level of this card over Zealous Strike is just enough to warrant that. Alright, so here we got a solid pick in Near Heath Pilgrim. Other cards to take note of are Devastation Tide, so keep that in mind while we're playing, I guess. Here, wow, we got some picks. Okay. Oh, I wish I could take all the cards in this pack. Wow, how did all these cards come around? Wow, okay. Oh, this is a pack and a half. Alright. Seraph of the Dawn, Emancipation Angel, Croon Striker, Thatcher Revolt, and Kessig Malcontents. All very solid. I mean, Thatcher Revolt's sort of not even on the same level. But, Kessig Malcontents, I'm gonna say we don't have a crazy amount of humans to really make it solid enough. So I think the pick is between Seraph of the Dawn and Emancipation Angel, because I do feel like Croon Striker is between these two cards, I think Seraph of the Dawn is better. And then between the two flyers, I think I like Emancipation Angel better because it fills out our 3 slot. I think in a bubble, I'd rather take the Seraph of the Dawn because the 4 toughness and the lifelink is very, very solid. But in terms of our deck specifically, we want to really be watching out for a curve, and adding another 3-drop is definitely good. We would like another 2-drop, but I think the Emancipation Angel is strong enough where it warrants taking it over the Croon Striker. Here, nothing much for us. I think I'm probably just gonna hack a card. Of these, I think Joint Assault is a trick, so I'll just take that. Alright, here we definitely got a nice pick. We got a late Lightning Mauler. So our deck is working out pretty nicely for us. Here, so there's Vexing Devil, which I don't like. Giving your opponents choices in Magic is bad, and the typical example is Browbeat, right, which is, say, you can either draw 3 cards or take 5 damage. But giving your opponent any choice is always bad because, like, playing this out on turn 1, your opponent's just going to take the 4 damage. And then later on, when, like, the board is sort of stabilized, adding a 4/3 isn't going to do a ton. With that being said, of these cards, Hand Wheel Lancer is the strongest. Continuing on with the human theme here. Here, I think Crippling Chill is the strongest card, so we're just going to hack that. Here, we can play the Moonlight Geist, and that'll fill out our deck fully. 23. So we're very, very low on removal, but we're very, like, aggro type deck here. Triumph of Cruelty, we'll just take the Spectral cards, I guess. Leap of Faith is okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the Spectral cards here. Take the Midvast Protector. Ghost Form. So that pack with, like, Emancipation Angel and Seraph of the Dawn and stuff, that was a pack and a half. Like, I really wish there's so many cards in that pack that we really, really just needed. Which is, unfortunate, but I'm not going to complain about getting an Emancipation Angel 4th or 5th pick. Whatever pick that was. So, we're going to go with that. And I think we got a pretty solid deck here. I think Cloud Shift works well in our deck. We can abuse it with the Fervent Cathar, Gold Knight Commander, Hound of Bristleband also, because that'll reset it after it undies, or after it switches up. So we're not going to be playing the Midnight Duelist, we will be playing Righteous Blow, Moorland Inquisitor, and Mirror Pilgrim. We'll put in 1 Call to Serve, double Moonlight Geist, Emancipation Angel. We'll play Lightning Mauler, Exterminator. I don't want to be playing doubles. Cathar, Lancer, Ringleader. I'm not sure if we have enough humans or ways to take advantage of Thatcher Revolt just yet, so we're gonna fill out our curve first. And also of note, we have the Sigarder, but I think because we have Slayer's Stronghold, we don't want to be splashing. So, I mean, that was a dead pick. We'd have a Seraph of the Dawn right now, but our 4-drop is pretty loaded right now. We probably wouldn't be playing one of the heirs of Stormkirk, but what can you do? Our mana base is a little bit messed up because we have these double red cards at 4, and we have this double white card, Emancipation Angel, at 3, which is unfortunate. So right now, this does not count. So we're looking for 3 cards to fill out the curve. We have 17 creatures. I'm just gonna move all the spells down. Yeah, so we're not very heavy on spells. So we definitely want to up the count as much as possible. We don't have a lot of spells. We're basically a very heavy creature deck. Obviously. We're heavy on the 4. I think we're going to play the Call to Surf to jump over guys. We may want to play the Thatcher Revolt. It does do silly things with Gold Knight Commander. And also Riot Ringleader. So that might be worthwhile. We'll play that, and also Slayer Stronghold, so that's actually not terrible. And then, I think after that we'll play this should be moved over one. I think we'll play the Spectral Gateguard, no. Voice of the Provinces is an option. Demolish, no. Dangerous Wager, I don't think so. I think it's between Voice of the Provinces and Scalding Devil, and of these two, I mean, Scalding Devil is basically a late game card. And so is Voice of the Provinces. But this does, if you get this out on turn 2, I can imagine it doing more damage over the long term, and we're very heavy on the low end of the curve. So I'm okay with this plan. We'll play the Gold Knight Redeemer just as a 4/4 flyer at the end of our curve. So, let's see what it suggests. I mean, yeah, we're pretty even. The mana base in this deck isn't great, but I think 8/8 is probably right here because we want to hit the Emancipation Angel. Maybe on turn 4 to like bounce up Fervent Cathar or something like that. So we want double white and double red on turn 4, like ideally, but you know how Magic works sometimes. So that was from another tournament that I unfortunately lost. So I think this deck is fine. I really wish we had some more removal, but I think the deck is aggro enough where we can do some nice things. So we're gonna go with this, and I'll see you guys in round 1. Tell me what you guys think.